couple of requests lately about escaping omoplata, and I like that one because it's not like escaping a regular submission. Of course, if you get caught in any submission fully, then there's no escape. But omoplata is one of those submissions that acts like a position. So in other words, it's really isolated until you go for the final finish. So I'm going to show a couple that I really like a lot, maybe like from early to late. So omoplata essentially is a shoulder lock where he configures his legs in a figure four kind of pattern like this. He starts to set up. If he gets me flattened out this way here and he starts to rise up this way, yeah, he can isolate that. Or he may just put his hands on the floor and sit up, and I've got caught in the shoulder lock here. So if that's the case, I know that he has to get me flattened out to the floor. He has to get me belly down, shoulder and hip both on the floor. Unless and until he does that, I still have escape opportunities. So one of the most immediate ones that you'll tend to see, and it's still a valid escape, is like from right here, you'll see people a lot of times just walk over to the other side. He needs to get his hips angled toward me, so that means I want to keep his hips angled away from me, and then I want to go here and move across to the other side, which is maybe one of the simplest and safest escapes that I can look to do if I beat him to the punch. If though we get here and I feel like he is driving a little bit, maybe he's blocking my hip out, a little bit later of one that I can look to do that's a valid escape is I can turn away, look over, and roll over this shoulder here. This way, I want to turn back and face him and scramble up. So now I'm out of the process of him getting that omoplata that way. So we have one that's earlier, one that's a little bit later, and we're going to keep going a little later into the process. Now, once we get here, if I can manage to get a hold of some material, so whether I grab my jacket or my belt or pant, so that I can resist him driving me forward and sitting me up. This may be even an earlier escape, and I'm gonna post here on this one, and I wanna reach back and try to get a hold of his pant or his belt, and I want to look to pick up this way until I can get his hips off the ground and then get my arm completely out. So I'm just removing the hook from that position. Yet another one here that operates similarly, I'm still gonna try to grab a hold of that. I'm gonna post here like this, and then from there, I'm gonna actually tuck through and pull him across. So as he goes to drive in, I'm gonna sit through, pull him across my body, and then I'm gonna look to replace my guard this way, so that now I've changed positions with him, and I've gotten myself out of the danger of that omoplata. If from here, sometimes he's being lazy about the arm. Sometimes he'll drape the arm across my back, to prevent me from rolling up. But if I catch him being lazy about that, I can actually find his arm here, and before he secures a grip, I can actually roll my way through, switch, and now I've reversed and started that omoplata back on him. That's a really good one to make the guy doing the omoplata on you feel really stupid. Okay, one of the coolest ones, I guess for cool points or style points that I know as far as getting out of this is this one right here, where he's starting this on me, and again, I'm gonna base here on the floor this way. I'm gonna hike my hips up like this, and now the arm that's being attacked here, this hand is free. I'm gonna pull my leg in. This requires a little bit of flexibility, but I'm gonna pull my foot in and slide it across his waist here. And now, once I did that, I've captured him inside my legs. I might be able to come up, start an arm lock on him, maybe take his back, or some other kind of attack, but I've reversed the position, gotten myself out of danger, which is ultimately the goal. So these are some of the escapes that I like a whole lot, and some of the ones I feel really solid about. But as a little bonus technique, I'm also gonna show a counter to one of those escapes. There's counters to every one, and there's counters for counters for counters. But if I've started the omoplata on Alex though, and we get to, let's go this way. If I've started the omoplata on him this way, and then whenever I am here, I would like to be able to drag him out, flatten him, hip and shoulder to the floor to increase my chances of success. But as I'm going here to sit up, if he starts to roll out this way, I want to catch here as he's coming over. So I've caught my far side arm to his near side leg here, and I want to start to sit inside here up to the toe hold and sit off to the side. And now I can look to get the toe hold on him possibly. If not, I can step through and get the knee bar on him as well. Or depending on what the rule set is, if my legs come inside for that configuration, I might be able to step through and get the heel hook as well. So again, that one is where I've started the omoplata on him, this may be just a setup in order to get him to roll. So if I feel like he's inclined to roll here like this, I'm gonna catch this leg on the way over. I'm gonna start to slide, step inside here like this, sit up. I have heel hook, possible knee bar, possible toe hold, lots of good attacks by sitting up into that position, all from him rolling over, expecting that he's gonna get out. So anyway, those are some of the escapes that I like a whole lot from Omoplata, and then a little bonus technique, how to counter one of the escapes. So I hope you like those guys, and let me know how you feel about them in the comments, as long as the feelings are good and positive, and like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. Thank you for watching.